Hey everybody, welcome to Module 4. We are moving along this semester and you'll be working on the next speech, which is a persuasion speech for this module. So you're developing skills each week, getting comfortable speaking, getting comfortable with your last speech where you did some research and put together an outline. For the persuasion speech, you'll be doing something similar. You'll also have an outline. You'll also need to do research. And one more piece you will be doing is a slideshow. Many of you are familiar with that, so you'll be creating a PowerPoint slideshow to go along with your presentation and to essentially elaborate on what you have to say. So as you've been doing all along, though, you're still going to want to maintain your presentation skills like eye contact, facial expressions, vocal variety, gestures. So you might want to angle your camera. As you do these speeches, it helps to angle your camera so that the viewer can see your hand gestures, your movement, a little bit more of your body rather than just a close headshot. Don't worry too much about production values. As long as we can hear you, as long as we can see you, that's really what matters. So I'm going to share my screen and then I will go over the Module 4 requirements that will be expected of you. So obviously you're watching this instructional video, the overview. There's also a TED Talk that gives you an idea of what a persuasion speech is about. It's a little bit longer than what you'll need to do, but you'll get a feel for how she states her claim and gives evidence to support her claim and develops her argument through her presentation. That's really what a persuasion speech is about. So in the chapters from Achieve, you'll learn about how to use presentation aids and how to design them. Most people are familiar with PowerPoint, but in case you're not, it will talk about how to use the presentation software, and then how to use that as a complement to your speech. So pay attention to the persuasive speaking chapter and how to develop your arguments. There's different ways that you can organize your arguments. So you want to follow those guidelines when you create your outline. So remember, you're not writing out your speech word for word. You're not going to memorize your speech. You want a basic outline that guides you. And then as you present, that's your natural speaking style, your conversational style that's engaging with the audience. So pay attention to those chapters. There's also a quiz this week, and as I mentioned, you'll have the outline that is due for this speech. After you do your speech, reflect on it, similar to the way you've done in your previous speeches, and you'll write a reflection. Again, thinking about your progress through the semester, thinking about what you've done well, what you've tried to implement through the semester, and what you still need to work on. So there's a short video here if you're not familiar with how to use the slide shows and how to upload them in Achieve. The Achieve platform does kind of walk you through that, but you can watch this video that will help you for doing that. And here's the TED Talk you'll want to watch. There's no discussion board this week, so just watch the TED Talk and kind of reflect on your own ideas for that. Speech presentation 3, you'll click on that link to open it up and see the criteria. Make sure you follow the submission requirements and do all of the pieces that are required for that assignment. This one's worth a little bit more than your previous speech from last week. And then, of course, the critique. And then the quiz, 10 questions as usual. So that's what you'll need to do for Module 4 this week. If you have any questions or if you need some guidance at all, you can reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. You can maybe bounce ideas off classmates as you've done in the discussion board. Hopefully you have a feel for what your classmates' interests are. So remember, you really want to choose a topic that is relevant, something that you're interested in, but also that hopefully your audience is interested in so that they'll engage with your presentation. And you'll also be giving feedback on 2 of your classmates for their presentations as well for this module. So that's all for this week. I hope you have a great week. I would say plan extra time because again, you have that extra piece of doing the slideshow. So you might want to start working on that pretty quickly so that you can get that out of the way and then do your rehearsing with the slideshow. All right, so have a great week. I look forward to seeing your presentations. Reach out if you have any questions. Bye for now.